Okay, so welcome everybody to our call and the live Beachbody coaching sneak peek. I'm really excited to have everybody here, and this is my first time actually hosting a call. Usually this is something that Ryan does, and she's trusting me with this opportunity, and I'm very excited about doing it. And I'm just going to get right into it though, because we do have a time limit of 40 minutes, so I want to make sure that everybody gets a chance to speak. So what convinced me to become a Beachbody coach? I'm just going to talk about that really briefly. So I started out, I was pregnant with my fourth child, and I really wanted to do something for myself. We were in a really big financial situation, and I joined coaching not really because of the financial problems that I was going through, but more because I felt lonely. My husband worked long hours. I just wasn't feeling like myself. I was depressed, kind of just moping around, and Beachbody gave me something to work towards. I started doing the programs and just feeling a lot better about myself, and I just got in touch with the coaching community and felt wonderful about the way everybody was. Everybody was so positive and there for one another, and I just really loved that. And the more that I watched these coaches that were doing well with the business and reaching out to people, the more I wanted to learn about coaching and get more into the business aspect of it. So this year I really started buckling down and learning more. And that's just the basic part of my story and why I love coaching, why I got into it. But I'm going to talk about a few topics right now. One of those top topics is being a salesperson. A lot of people think that Beachbody coaches are salespeople. And really what we do is we just share our journey with people. It's not so much about selling the products. It's more about just being open and honest about our own fitness journey and having our friends and family see that. And when our friends and family see that, they become interested in what we're doing. And so when people approach us or we approach people about what we're doing, usually they are just like, wow, you're doing wonderful. What program are you doing? Why you look so good right now? And it's easy for us to just have a conversation and get to know what they want, what they're doing right now, what their current lifestyle is like, what interested them about our posts. And we start a conversation and build a relationship with people. And that just becomes the sharing part. And so a lot of times if you hear coaches talk about sharing their journey, that's what we do. We just share it rather than just sell a product. You will rarely see a coach post something on their wall, on their Facebook page, that is a picture of a product and it says, please buy the challenge pack this month, it's on sale. You will only usually see coaches sharing pictures of their transformation or their workouts. And so that is, oops, I might be having a technical difficulty. Can you guys still see me? Okay, awesome. So it's definitely not a get quick rich scheme. It's really just something that is all about sharing your journey. And that's what makes it easier. You do not have to be a salesperson to be a coach at all. That's something we could touch on more at another time. That's just the basic thing that I wanted to touch on. But another thing that I wanted to talk about real quick is how to earn as a coach and the coach discount. So you may or may not know that when you sign up as a coach, you get a 25% discount on all Beachbody products, including Shakeology. And so that's a huge deal because a lot of people really want to keep drinking Shakeology. They just love it so much. And that was how it was for me. And so having that 25% discount helps so much as you're using the programs and getting results. And when you first start out as a new coach, the way that you're going to earn mostly is through commission, through like selling challenge packs and through selling programs to people is the main way you're going to start making money right away. And then until you get to go through more coach training and get to know more about the business, you'll learn that there's more ways to earn. And so a lot of that goes into when you start signing up coaches underneath you and when they start signing up coaches underneath them, and it just builds from there. Everybody is working together as a team to do their part, so you'll start to earn residual income, and that's when you'll see more money coming in. But when you're first starting out, it's really about getting to know the business and learn the ropes and get into the coach training groups and reaching out to the coach community to get help in and just making that 25% commission on the challenge packs and the Shakeology and the programs that you're selling to people, to your customers. And if you think of anything right now on those two topics I just touched on, why don't you go ahead and just jot down some notes or some questions that you can ask us at the end, or ask your coach or the person who invited you to this group. And I'm going to turn it over now to Ryan.
All right, can you guys hear me? Yes, awesome. All right, so I am Ryan Paul. I am kind of like the founder of the Filth and Fitness team, which is what we are all a part of, and what you're being invited to. I became a coach almost 5 years ago, and it was because I was having some health concerns. If you can figure out how to mute your phone thingy, that'd be awesome. I'm not sure what the background or repeating noise would be. So 5 years ago, I was having some health concerns of cholesterol, and just really scary things for me. And I knew that I needed to take control of my health because I had, at the time, my son was 3 years old and I was in my 20s. And I didn't want to be put on medicine that was going to affect the rest of my life. It terrified me. We were also in transition to moving overseas to Okinawa, Japan. So I knew that as I was being introduced to Beachbody and Shakeology was very new to me. I always wanted to do P90X, so it was kind of that drive to do it. And moving overseas, I knew I would have the support system in place that I would need to stick with it and not fall into any kind of depression or kind of being like somebody just sitting at home. So I joined right then as a coach. I knew I needed to do that for the accountability, to keep me on track, to take care of myself. And because I've always wanted to have some type of job to where I could help people. I didn't know how I was going to do that with coaching or how to run a business. And like Melissa, I did not want to be a salesman. I thought of this kind of stuff as like the old Kirby going door to door, really creepy stuff. And the more I got into the trainings that were offered and got to know the coaches that were supporting me, I saw that it was more of a family. The people that I met 5 years ago are still coaching today, and they're more like family to me than cousins and extended family now. I see them several times a year, and obviously I'm still here and I'm in better shape than anything, and still drinking Shakeology every single day for the past 5 years, and my family's joined in too. So that's how I became a coach. And I'm going to talk about two different things today too. The one is the types of coaches that there are within Beachbody. I know a lot of people are like, well, I know somebody that's a coach, but they don't do anything. Or you might know some coach and they've been extremely successful. So it's hard to judge how you should be a coach and where you see yourself going. So there's 3 different types. You have a discount coach, a hobby coach, or a business builder. The discount coach is somebody that signs up just for the discount. You like your Shakeology and you love the fitness programs, but maybe you just live a really busy life and you don't actually want to put more onto your plate, but you want to save some money. So that's where you're going to land. If you want to be a hobby coach, you're getting your discount and you kind of help people here and there when people ask you, how did you lose 15 pounds on 21-day fix, and you go and help them. You're not all in. It's not a big time commitment. If you're a business builder, you're setting goals for yourself. You want to help your family's income, pay off debt, help people. You are going all in. You're doing coach training groups, and you're setting goals to redefine freedom for yourself while helping yourself along the way. So those are the 3 different. You can a lot of people will start at discount and slowly get their feet into the water and do a hobby coach and then business builder. But there's nothing saying you can't do whichever one you're most comfortable with. If you have a job right now and you're like, I wish I could be home, I could have more freedom with my family and go on trips or go to all my kids' events at school, just jump in and be the hobby or the business builder and help whoever you can. And the way you go about this is we have 3 vital behaviors that we do every single day, or each day that you're working your business. And one of those is inviting. That seems super scary to new people. It means you have to break out of your comfort zone and talk to people you may not talk to on a normal basis. The best way that I say to start this process of inviting is talk to your family and your close friends. Ask them to join you to help you stay accountable to your goals. See if they'll do it with you. That is the easiest way to get started, and there's no pressure. The next one is if you're a part of maybe community groups or your kids' schools or your office that you work at, just talk about what you're doing. And that's how you get the invite for others to do it with you. It doesn't have to be a daunting task. Just think of it as I'm working on getting myself healthy and fit and maybe reaching some goals with my family. I would love for you to join me too. So as a coach, I keep it as personal as you can. But if you have any questions about a type of coach that you think you might want to be, or how do you get people to do this with you, jot down questions and type them up in the chat or hit me up later. All right. So we are going to go on to, I believe, Leah.
I'm up next because Leah gets to close.
Oh, so, sorry.
You're okay. My name is Bridget, and I am a Beachbody coach in San Antonio. And the reason I became a Beachbody coach was because it didn't cost me any money, and I could get Shakeology for a lot cheaper. That's why. I really enjoyed I'm being honest, Ryan, don't laugh. I really enjoyed my vegan chocolate Shakeology, and I had to figure out how I was going to justify it with my husband. Purchasing my challenge pack, a 21-day fix extreme, was a birthday present to myself, the best investment I made in myself. And after 2 kids in 3 years, I deserved that. And that was last July. And since then, it has just changed my life, changed my family's lives. Ultimately, I decided to take the plunge and supplement some income and try to help my family out to pay off some debt. And so that's why I went from discount coach to get my Shakeology for cheap to try to build a business and help other people change their lives, because ultimately that's the greatest impact. That's the greatest benefit that I have had with my Beachbody experience. So here I am today. 2 things I get to talk about are personal development and what it takes to be a successful coach. And these are works in progress for many people, regardless of where they are within the rank structure that Beachbody has. And as Ryan had mentioned, personal development is one of our 3 vital behaviors, something that we do for only 10 minutes a day. It can be reading a book, which there are various book lists available on the Beachbody website, on our Filth and Fitness team page, through different coaches' recommendations. Many people have found affordable resources through thriftbooks.com. The Compound Effect, Daring Greatly, Girl Boss, those are just a few to name, just in case you wanted to kind of get a head start on this. But lots of resources. It could be listening to podcasts. Every Monday we have a national wake-up call, and that is a national, well, I guess worldwide, because there's coaches all over the world who call in. The great thing about this, I'm a busy mom with 3 kids and a full schedule of activities like many people. You can listen to the call afterwards because it's recorded. I can do it whenever I need to. I can hang up, call back because the groupies are going crazy. So that's another opportunity for your personal development. In addition to our team calls that we have every Thursday, or just ways to build yourself up and be reminded that this is about changing lives, and be given fresh tools each time you participate so that you can be successful yourself. There are lots of videos on YouTube from coaches who have been very successful, and those are available as resources as well. So it's only 10 minutes a day. That's all you have to do. And you're choosing to do it because you want to, not have to. The second thing is what it takes to be a successful coach. And that is so multifaceted and has so many different definitions and variables that go into it. And the biggest thing is going to be, there are no guarantees. It's all about what you put into it. It's all about being vulnerable in these relationships that you're building with people, whether it's through social networking or it's face-to-face, it's acquaintances that you haven't talked to in a decade because you went to high school with them and your Facebook friends. It's about sharing your story with them and being personal, like Ryan said, because if you aren't genuine, you're just posting, hey, buy this challenge pack because it's on sale this month, and peace out. Inviting people to participate. When you do this, you are not only sharing part of yourself, but you're also demonstrating you're interested in them. And one way we do that is by being a product of the product, because that goes right in with sharing your story. I drink Shakeology every day. I give it to my kids. Do you see cheesy pictures of me drinking Shakeology? Absolutely, because the stuff is amazing. And it goes even further because you're sharing your story and being genuine, and you're also learning about other people, and it's a customer service benefit. I actually was asked today, can I just buy my product from Amazon? Sure. But you're going to lose the great benefit of having a coach and being part of a personal challenge group and having the accountability, and you're not going to have all of that greatness. And ultimately, that accountability today got me through my workout. I didn't cheat my last 2 minutes. It's the personal customer service relationship beyond just making the numbers. But it's really about the time, the patience, what you want to put into it, and ultimately investing in other people's lives. So I hope you've got some other questions for that. I'd love to hear them. And now it's Leah's turn.
Yay! Hey, everybody, I'm Leah, and I am in beautiful, cold, snowy, dreary Utah. So sad. I'm a Florida girl, got stuck here with the military, but I will try not to complain too much about that. So I am obviously a military wife, and I'm a mother of 3 kids, 6, 4, and 2. And I own a couple different businesses with my family. And I'm a Beachbody coach. So I don't want to hear any excuses about, I don't have time. We all are there. Trust me, we all are there. But I decided to start coaching. I had been doing 21-Day Fix Extreme, and I did PIO, and I had awesome results. And to the point that people were saying things to me like, hey, what are you doing? You look great. You look awesome. And I would try to tell them, like, it's just, you work out. It's so easy. You just do the program. You can't say you don't have time for it. I fit it in my schedule. It's a no-brainer. You do the program, you get results. So I quit trying to explain to people how to do it and just started leading them to water. Here's the programs. Why don't you try it? And I figured, why not become a coach? Why not reap some benefits from these people that I was referring to do the same thing that I was doing? I was getting the discounts from it already, or with being a coach, and I was helping people. So, sorry. That's basically how I started. And I think a couple of the other girls mentioned it too, is accountability. There is nobody in this world who is perfect, and nobody who just wakes up every day like, okay, today is the day I am going, I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do my workout. I'm not going to eat any sugar. I'm not going to have any caffeine. I am just going to be on point all day long. Okay, if you're that person, let's, come out to Utah and let's meet. But for me, I needed somebody to help me say, or I guess see, if I see them working out, I feel like I have to work out. So my accountability was, I can't tell all these people that I'm being healthy, and I can't tell all these people that I'm eating great and I'm working out every day if I'm not actually doing it. What kind of a coach is that? So I'll let myself down all the time, but I cannot let other people down. Heaven forbid let them down. So this was a way for me as a coach to help other people, but help myself at the same time. So that's basically why I started coaching. I'm going to talk about two things as well. And the first one was a big one for me, which is I don't want to become a coach because nobody is going to do this with me. Who cares? Who cares that I'm a coach? Who wants to actually follow me? They've seen me online, they may be my friends, but who cares? And the reason, one of the first people I started helping was my mom. And it was one of those people that she saw me having success. She said, I need to lose weight, and led her to water. This is how you do it. This is what you do. Well, she had results. It was amazing. Huge results. So I had results. She had results. And I thought, this is pretty good. So I started sharing some of my successes. And I joined a coach mentorship group through our Bombshell Dynasty team. And it made me step out of my box. It made me do something I probably never would have done, which was invite people to join me. Yay! Scary. Didn't want to do it. Like, actually, the assignment, she gave it out in the morning, and I think it was like 10 o'clock at night where I actually sent out the email. Like, okay, I know maybe no one will read it at this time of night. It's like, oh, I don't want to do it. But I did. I sent it out, and guess what? People agreed to join me. What the heck? It was amazing. Even Chris, who's on this call, agreed to join me. Crazy. It's amazing what can happen when you put yourself out there. You're showing your success, and you ask people to join you, they will. And it will be the person that you never expected that you'll get a private message from. It's like, hey, yes, I need help. Help me. And what a great way to reconnect with friends. What a great way to help people. So if you think that you can't and nobody will join you, trust me, we have all been there, and we all find people to join us. So don't let that hold you back from coaching. The other thing I'm going to talk about is support system. So again, I'm a nervous Nelly, get a little nervous on things. And when I started coaching, people started asking me questions. I don't know. I'm not an expert. I have no idea what the answer is to the question that you're asking me. Oh, I have no idea. So they would ask me these questions about their diet plans, or, you know, the food that they're eating. And, you know, I'm sweating profusely. They can't see me because we're messaging, but I'm sweating, don't know what's going on. So I would talk to Ryan or Bridget or Melissa and say, help, I don't know. Like that movie, help me, I'm poor. I don't know what to do here. I would reach out to everybody, and we have an awesome support system in the Filth and Fitness coaches. I mean, you can go back and look how many times I've asked questions. I ask a question, should I switch my toilet paper roll today? I don't know what to do. Should I do it? Maybe, I don't know. They will answer any question that you have. There are always people around. And if you can't find an answer from a fellow coach, I mean, there is numerous sources online. We have a great support system through our coaching website. We have wonderful resources through the website. We have wonderful resources through our Bombshell Dynasty. And I mean, really everywhere you turn, there's a good resource. So support system, you don't have to reinvent the wheel, people. It's right there for you. You want to run a challenge group, the script for 30 days is available. You don't even have to think. All you have to do is copy, paste, put it out there. Being a coach is pretty easy. I mean, really it is. And all you're doing is doing what you love. So just keep doing it. I know that I'm closing now, by the way, because we're running out of time. So we have given you a ton of information, and we don't want anyone to feel overwhelmed by everything that we've thrown out there. So really all we wanted to do was share our stories with you. Everybody that we invited on this call tonight is here for a reason, because one of us sees something in you that we believe would make you a good coach. We see something and we want to take you to the next level with us. We want you to come join our fun group of people. And I'm not always this crazy. I'm tired. Not always this crazy. So think about it. Think about everything we've said, and think about where you fit in. I'm sure there's something that connects to one of you. We have roughly 8 minutes. Give me a minute or so to close. So we have 5 minutes. If anyone wants to ask a question, we can go ahead and open it up to questions.
Don't forget to unmute in case you are talking and no one's listening.
Yeah, I can't hear you if you're on mute.
Quick question. Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. What was the name of that podcast that I don't know who was talking about it earlier. There was a podcast that you can listen to.
The National Wake Up Call?
What was it called?
The National Wake Up Call?
Okay, yep, that was the one. I want to check that out because I listen to podcasts all the time, so that would be good for me. I'm not a reader, so I do podcasts and audiobooks.
Hey, do whatever works, Chris.
So for when you go into your podcast, it's going to be under the Team Beachbody Coach podcast.
Okay.
And I'll throw in some other extra ones for there too. The Build Your Tribe and the Shalene Show. They're both by Shalene Johnson. They're both wonderful podcasts too.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking notes.
Awesome. Sorry. And I know I mentioned this to Chris too, but there is another coach mentorship group starting on April 4th. So if you're a coach, get on to the Health and Fitness coaches page. I think Katrina posted it. So get on there, message her, respond to the group that you want to join. It is so worth it. Like I said, that's the one thing that made me step out of the box. It's some great information in there. It's definitely worth it.
Okay, I have another question. So I did just...
Well, if nobody has any more questions, myself...
Go ahead, Chris. I think Leah's is having...
Yeah, I didn't know what happened there. I just actually signed up to be a coach, I think it was Friday, and I should have my kit, whatever they send, by tomorrow. And I was just curious, like what comes with that, and is that kind of where you start from, and then...
So, do you know what you chose when you signed up? Like,
right.
I just did the basic, like, $39 kit. I didn't get any of the extras or anything.
So with that, you get a packet of, I believe they're CDs. CDs or DVDs, and it's kind of a welcome to Beachbody, maybe a little bit of training. Just kind of some basic DVD get started stuff.
Okay.
I would definitely recommend getting into the coach training group, though. It's going to be Katrina, Raymond, myself, and one or two other coaches that will be leading it. So there'll be different personalities and people to ask questions to from all aspects of the business.
Awesome. So is that all done like through Facebook, or is that like conference call like this.
Yep. Nope. It'll be ran if you've ever been in a challenge group.
Yeah.
It'll be ran basically like that. There'll be a post every single day of something to learn, or a topic to do, action step,
Okay.
things like that. It's gonna take you out of your comfort zone. And my recommendation for any coach training like that is just one day at a time. Just do one day at a time and write down little tidbits that will help you the most.
Okay.
Okay. Don't let it
Thank you.
overwhelm you. There'll be a lot of information, so just one at a time. Are there any other?
I have a question. Hello?
Okay. Who is this?
I'm back. I had closed out the call, done everything. Nobody was there.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Oops, sorry. I'm new to this. I was invited on this call by Bridget. I just signed up for the exercise program and all of that, but this is intriguing. How do you make your money?
So basically, like, well, when you first sign up as a coach, you're making the money by inviting people. Like we talked about the inviting process. And one of the best things, like Ryan said, is to get into that coach training group that'll have you step out of your comfort zone and get you started in the inviting process, learning how to do that. Because also, what program are you doing?
I haven't started. I get my.
Oh yeah, my God.
Just inquired about.
She's doing 21-day fix.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
I'm not new. I'm not new to direct sales. I was a Mary Kay Pink Cadillac driver for a while, and so this is. I've never heard anything like this part before, so I've only known that other, the pink side, I guess. But yeah, I just wanted to know what the how you would make your commission, or if that, or anything like that.
So when you're talking to somebody who's interested in buying a challenge pack or purchasing a program from you, you would direct them to your website. After you guys talk a little bit and you find out their goals, direct them over to your link where they can place the order. And
Okay.
so you'll earn commission. It's a 25% commission off of whatever they're buying. And that's just really how you get started off. But as you start running challenge groups and getting comfortable with inviting people, you'll start having coaches join you, and the income turns into a little bit more.
Okay, because when I was stalking Pinterest to see what is this fix thing all about, I did see that when I viewed people's websites about they were starting a challenge on this day to be part of that challenge, and so I'm glad I met Bridget in my neighborhood. So
Awesome.
okay. Well, wonderful. I'll just touch base with her and figure out how all that goes.
Absolutely.
Hey, Bridget. Okay, that was my question. Thanks.
Okay. Well, listen, we have like 1 minute left, and I already thought I wrapped up this call before I lost my internet connection. So I'm going to really, really, really quickly tell everybody, if you have another question, please, please, please ask the coach, PM, any one of us, find us on the internet. We love you. We see something special in you, and we want you to be a part of this awesome group that we're in. So don't be scared. Step out of your box. Come and join us. It's a blast. I promise it never stops, ever. So much fun. But we all appreciate it. So thank you.